Thank you so much in advance for coming to the 2025 Windy Awards. I know it takes place in 2026, but all the movies came out last year, so that's the nature of our ceremony and time. Thank you so much for the Blue Bayou for hosting us here tonight. Thank you for Matt for securing this fantastic venue. It's fantastic. It's got a nice view. Can't complain on that part there. Behind the scenes with the awards this year, I need to send a special thank you out to Ashley Norman. She's a significant other of one of our members who helped out with a lot of our Google form data and voting data and just made it a streamlined, fantastic process that saved me a Sunday of my life at home. So I appreciate Ashley so much. We have a little something for her later if we can and do that sort of thing. Director's message here. I'll go first since I'm running the mic here a little bit. It was lost on me until we were tallying votes and making envelopes and doing all the things that 2026 marks 10 years of the Chicago Independent Film Critics Circle / Chicago Indie Critics and Illinois Indie Critics on paper for the state. So we have been at this for 10 years. And if you would have told me, if you would have told just about anybody of our peers in different places and other spots, like, oh, you guys, let's see how long you can make it, because those of you who've been in this room any of the 10 years we've been here, not everyone we started with is here. I'm the only founder left that is a director. One of our founders has come back from California, which is great, but two other folks have gone other directions. The very first inception of this meeting in this group happened across the street in the lounge. We were watching Everybody Wants Some in April of 2016. And Michael Smith, Pam Powell, Jim Alexander, and myself kind of got the wheels going of like, what can we do to kind of be another representation for critics in this town? We wanted to kind of open things up to things that people that were more independently minded. We wanted to open up things more for people who are podcasters and video people and not so much print journalism. No offense to print journalism, but I know there's more folks that can do this in a high form. And we have so many podcasters in this room. We have so many video people in this room where the medium has grown. And the craft has grown, and we have been a haven for that. And I thank you so much, each one of you who are members here, for sticking with us this long. If you've been here since the very beginning, I'm not sure if there's any charter members in the room other than Larry and John and us, and there's about 4 or 5 of us still here. A couple are absent tonight doing dad duty and sick duty, so Jeff and Leo at home, thank you so much. In recognition of that, here in the spring, when we kind of get through member renewal and all that stuff that comes in March and April and director renewal, we're going to start kind of doing like a little bit of a 10-year pin. So we've kind of got a little crafty thing going where those of you who've been here, it's almost like a service award. So some of you who just started, I'll see you in 9 years. Some of you who've been here all 10, I got a pin for you coming on here someday. This has been, to each of you who've been here a long time, I hope a labor of love. I hope a springboard for your career. I hope something you've enjoyed being a part of. I hope you've made friends. I hope you've found more love of film. I hope you found people who also love film with you. And that's been our goal this whole time, is to champion and shout out what we can do here and lift some people up. And I thank each of you for lifting me up as a director and keeping me around. I want to thank all of you that we've been able to help just get on a press list for the first time and get to the first press screenings. There are these little babies in diapers I see in the room here, like, aw, like some, I don't want to name names, but like Tarek over there, like, I've seen you since you were this big, man. I feel like it, stuff like that. So, thank you so much for 10 years. Let's do 10 more. Let's do 20 more. Let's keep this thing going. I'll pass it to my fellow directors tonight to get this keep it going.
Just to echo some of what Don said, so much of this is we are continuing to do this because we love it, and some of it is we're continuing to do it because people said we couldn't. So to everybody who said this wasn't going to happen, well, we'll see you in 10 years and see where things are going then. Yes. I want to thank everybody for all their participation in everything throughout the year. I think we had a great set of awards tonight. I think we had a great year in general. Welcome to everybody who came in this year. If you're interested in joining, there is an application process, and we'll be opening that very soon. That's kind of all I had, and barring an unforeseen David Ellison of Hostile Takeover, we will be back here next year for another round of these, and I'm going to hand over to Matt now.
All right, let's hear it for 10 years, everybody. It's an amazing accomplishment. I want to thank my fellow directors here, Don and John. These guys are smarter than me, more capable than me. They do a great job, and thank you guys. And I want to say Thank you. I want to say thank you to the Blue Bayou. I mean, this place is right across the street from the Music Box. That's a gem, and this is a gem. They gave us this room for free. So your bartender over there, her name is Ari. I want you guys break a personal tipping record tonight and I'm serious, take care of Ari. She's awesome. Blue Bayou is awesome. And this is a treasure across the street from a treasure. They're taking care of us, so please take good care of them. And that's it for me. Let's get to some awards. How about it?
Yeah. All right. Mike, am I in a good spot? All right. I am first, and the first award this evening is my favorite award, so I insist on giving it. It is the Impact Award. When we first started this whole thing with awards and all the group we've had, this award kind of started out being given to kind of just an impactful person of the moment, kind of a headline maker of the year. We've given this to Jordan Peele, folks like that. Steve, I'm going to forget his name, who directed 12 Years a Slave. Steve McQueen. We've given it to folks like that in the past, but as we've developed this award and as we've seen our nominees over the years, we started to kind of curve this thing into a local-based award. We wanted to do that because we are Chicago indie critics, and there's so much good work happening here. There's so many people who impact the industry and impact this city and the love of art that is in the city right here in our neck of the woods and in the burbs and in working different venues, working different places, working different agencies. And through the last few years here, when this award has been switched to a local award, we've awarded the likes of Dennis Scott across the street doing the organ music. We've done programmers of the Music Box. We've done departed critics, our chance to kind of pass the olive branch and kind of genuflect to the folks who have done this before us, who have inspired us to kind of be here. So to the Milo Steliks and the Sergio Mims of the people we've given this award to, this is a great company to be in. So the nominees this year for the 2025 Impact Award are Elizabeth Arnott, programmer from the Music Box Films and the Saffron-Palooza. She is here tonight. Do you want to get on the mic and say something just for fun, or? Okay. I didn't know, okay. I'm a school teacher. I talk all day, so I'm good to go. Our second nominee is Tyler Michael Ballantyne, programmer of the Life Within the Lens Juneteenth edition program from the Music Box. Tyler is in the house here tonight. Okay. Don't hide, Tyler. Okay, he's here. I don't know if I saw him, so I'm going to hope he's here. But Michael C. Hoffman is the programmer host of the Pickwick Theater in Park Ridge. He does great work for a small independent theater, keeping old movie houses alive. His programming and work at the Pickwick was recognized by our members this year. So, Michael, if you're here in the back, I missed it, but if you're here, if not, get a round of applause for Michael. Our fourth nominee is here. It's Anna Pattinson. She's the editor-in-chief of Cinema Femme magazine, and she does fantastic work to represent the art. She does fantastic work to represent the diversity that is possible in the people who make this medium beautiful and make this medium impactful and important. And the work she does at the magazine and the lady who's holding the phone saying hi to me has been really, really nice. So, Anna, thank you for your work this year. And our final nominee for the Impact Award is, I guess if I say it like this, he's coming off of kind of a down year. He is the former, unfortunately, film critic of the Chicago Tribune, but a guy who has been a image and a mentor and a figure for us as fellow critics is Michael Phillips. So, Michael Phillips, thank you for all you've done and what you've been represent. Okay. I'm not going to ask for a journal because it'll mess up Mike's sound, but this year's Impact Award goes to. And it's, by the way, it's the only physical award we give, and so you get some swag for your desk, all right? Okay. This year's Impact Award Windy goes to Michael Phillips, film critic of the Chicago Tribune. Thank you so much. You got to say something.
Wow. I got to run because I'm meeting Jordan and Steve McQueen, but no, thank you. This means a lot. It means as much. I got an award years ago from the African American Film Critics Association in L.A., and that was equally improbable. But it means a lot. Just if you look at how solitary this line of work is if it's you on the keyboard, and it's you and the film, and then you have to have these situations and these organizations that remind us that we're not alone, and this is everybody's work is better if there's a life behind it, not just a movie life. That's my lesson. And so endeth the lesson, as David Mamet said in The Untouchables. But thank you. If I made an impact, it was by accident, probably. But and I sometimes I wish I hadn't taken the buyout from the Trib, because I could have taken a news reassignment, and that was a month before ICE came to town. And I would have really enjoyed figuring out how to cover that with people who knew what they were doing. That would have been. But after 40 some years of the same deadline structure, I have been super happy to fuck right on off for a while. Thank you.
All right. Presenting the award for Best Animated Film, one of our members, Victor Aragorn of Fandads. Come on down. I don't want to Drew Carey or Bob Barker this year, but yeah. All right. There's not a mark on the floor, but have fun.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can see me. All right. Let's go. Best animated film. We'll start at the top with Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Looney Tunes The Day the Earth Blew Up, Predator Killer of Killers, and Zootopia 2. And the winner is... Do I even have to say it? K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, you get to keep it. Something for the refrigerator right there. Let your kids know you did something tonight, okay? All right. Presenting our award for Sight Unseen Performance is Peter Spadali. B movie, C movie. What a strut. What are you coming up here to do? My goodness. You slinky son of a gun.
But Ewa did not come. I tried to do that for James Cameron. He did not like it at all. Unfortunately, but we have these 5 nominees that did better. Among them, Una Chaplin for Avatar Fire and Ash for Sight Unseen Performance, Jason Bateman for Zootopia 2, Nick Offerman for The Life of Chuck, Will Patton for Train Dreams, and Alan Tudyk for Superman. And the Windy goes to Una Chaplin for Avatar Fire and Ash.
Woo! All right. Staying in the Sound Center Department of Sight Unseen, we're going to Best Sound. To present that award, the host of the Neon Movie Bunker podcast, John Robinson and Ella Ray Stanek.
Do you have this year's?
I do have this year's. I also have some from, one of them says Barbie on it, so who knows when the last time I got this jacket cleaned was. We are here to present Best Sound. As audio podcasters, sound is very important to us. Otherwise, you'd just be downloading, an hour and a half of silence. And
We could do that.
the ratings would probably be better, but, Our nominees for Best Sound are Avatar, Fire and Ash, Gwendolyn Yates-Whittle, Brent Burge, Gary Summers, Michael Hedges, Alexis Fedorov, and Julian Howarth. F1, Al Nelson, Gwendolyn Yates-Whittle, Gary A. Rizzo, Juan Peralta, and Gareth John. Sinners, Chris Welker, Benny Burt, Brandon Proctor, Steve Bodeker, and Felipe Pacheco. 28 years later, Johnny Byrne, doing the whole thing himself apparently, and Warfare, Mitch Lowe, Glenn Fremantle, Ben Barker, Howard Bargoff, and Richard Spooner. And the Windy goes to... That's the comments.
And the Windy for Best Sound goes to Sinners, Chris Welker, Benny Burt, Brandon Proctor, Steve Bodeker, and Felipe Pacheco.
We also have comments from some of our winners. First, from Brandon Proctor. Thank you so much for this honor. Our incredible teams at Skywalker Sound and Warner Brothers had an amazing time collaborating on this film. It all starts with Ryan Coogler and Ludwig Göransson. Ryan always gives us the freedom to explore, experiment, and push boundaries while always providing direction and inspiration. Ludwig's score and original music was so exciting to work with. I absolutely love mixing his music. When I first saw the surreal montage when Sammy sings "I Lied to You," I had goosebumps. Chris Fogel, our scoring mixer, sets me up for success with his beautifully crafted mixes. I'm incredibly grateful to have worked alongside so many talented people on this film. It's truly a family I love working with. Thank you so much, Brandon Proctor.
And we have a comment from Chris Welker. We are incredibly honored and grateful to the Chicago Indie Critics for this recognition. This project required extensive preparation and collaboration across every department. It began with filmmakers who understood the importance of sound in this film and fostered an environment where on-set crews worked together, giving the sound team every opportunity to capture the incredible performances of the cast and ensure that energy carried all the way through to the final mix. While the movie is centered on music, it truly has a little bit of everything, which gave us the opportunity to take some big swings. We are deeply thankful to Ryan Coogler, who not only allowed but encouraged us to be bold. Chicago has a deep, enduring relationship with music and the blues. To have our work recognized by critics from a city that understands that history so well makes this award especially meaningful. Thank you for listening so closely and for celebrating the power of sound.
All right, presenting two categories in award in a row for Best Documentary and for Best International Film. We have from Film Obsessive in Northwestern University, James Y. Lee.
Hello, everyone. I will keep my remarks brief for Best Documentary, as I've been told there is also a statement from our winner tonight. But it goes without saying that films that portray and reflect reality exactly as it is through the medium of documentary film are incredibly valuable in times like these. And I hope that these nominees serve as a testament to that specific power in our dire current hour. So without further ado, the best documentary nominees are John Candy, I Like Me, Orwell, 2 + 2 = 5, The Perfect Neighbor, Secret Mall Apartment, and Zodiac Killer Project. And the Windy goes to... These are the remarks. John Candy, I Like Me. And I'll read this out loud to you all now. I'm deeply honored by this recognition from the Chicago Indie Critics. John Candy, I Like Me was truly a labor of love, and none of it would have been possible without our director, Colin Hanks, whose care, insight, and deep affection for John shaped such a special and heartfelt film. It was also a privilege to collaborate with an extraordinary producing team, Sean Stewart, Ryan Reynolds, George Dewey, Shane Reed, Johnny Pariseau, Ashley Fox, and Patrick Ewing. I'll pick that up. Whose passion... Oh my goodness. I'm just going to leave that there. Whose passion and commitment elevated every step of the journey. Most of all, I'm profoundly grateful to the Candy family, Rose, Chris, and Jen, for trusting us with John's story. That trust meant everything to us. Thank you to the Chicago Indie Critics for this honor and for celebrating a singular talent who will always hold a special place in Chicago and beyond. And now I have some remarks for Best International Film, because with the list of nominees this good, I could not pass up on the opportunity. We are all currently stuck in increasingly dire times, and I don't feel the need to regurgitate the gory details of it to you all, as I'm sure you're aware of the specifics by now. The threats to freedom and dignity we face today dominate every inch of our minds, our discourse, and our very well-being. And yet I have personally found myself feeling incredibly encouraged by the films and filmmakers that have taken up the task of fearlessly reflecting the state of things this past year. The nominees in this category are the work of storytellers across the globe who have matched the imperative of meeting this existential terror and faced it head-on. First, Jafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident, fighting his way back to freedom and having the unfathomable bravery that few artists, no less people, possess, the conviction to question in public view what that freedom is worth in a country ruthlessly brutalizing the rights and voices of its artists and citizens. Pak Chanuk for No Other Choice, who has stared down how our dignity has been irretrievably caught up in the capitalist system and has crafted a densely literate satire of the lengths we are willing to go to reclaim that dignity in a world changing rapidly beyond our control that threatens to eradicate the human input that we provide to our industries. Kleber Mendonça Filho for The Secret Agent, whose mastery of genre and tension has led to an ode to the city of Recife, Brazil, under authoritarian rule. A story that has found vindication in the recent arrest of Jair Bolsonaro, and an ode to the political refugees who defied the odds and sought freedom in a corrupt nation that strove to repress their very being. Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, who has crafted a rich family tapestry of how cinema interacts with our lineages, our histories, and the generations of trauma that the artistry of film can reshape into a bridge of generational empathy and understanding. And Oliver Lax for Surat, whose sorcerer-esque rave at the end of the world is a harrowing tour down a vision of the apocalypse and a tale of how fire always first consumes the careless, set to visceral music that shakes your very being down to its bones. Regardless of who wins tonight, the fact that these films released this past year should be a victory for all of us. This is a sign that the artists at the forefront of the films we love are among those who will steward us to a world of less mischief, where we have more of a choice than we think we do. Thank you. And the winner of our the winner of our Windy Award for Best International Film, Sentimental Value. Thank you all so much.
Well done, sir. Thank you. All right. I know, right? Okay. All right. To present the next award, we have the Cinema Job Podcast men of Ryan and Matt. All right. Yeah. You are doing supporting actor.
What an act to follow there. That was fantastic. Jesus.
I prepared nothing.
What else is new, you know? All right, who are the nominees here?
I was ordering a beer. All right, here we go. All right, supporting actor, correct? All right, here we go. The nominees are Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo, Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. And the Windy goes to
Sean Penn, One Battle After Another.
All right. To present the award for Best Supporting Actress, The Real Talker, Jim Alexander. Looking good. That's right. You good, sir? Come on in.
All right, so we got the actor, now we got the supporting actress. So the nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Odessa A'zion, Marty Supreme, Amy Madigan, Weapons, Wanmi Masaku, Sinners, Haley Steinfeld, Sinners, and Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. This is a close one, probably.
I can get you the data later if y'all want to know. Okay? There are some really close ones.
All right, let's see. And the winner is, wow, Amy Madigan, Weapons. That was a hell of a performance. No message from Amy.
All right. Yes, he will be back. To present the award for Best Ensemble, we have Michael Cockrell and Tarek Fayome. Come on down. A two-man act. I can't determine who's Bert or Ernie, who is Sid and Nancy. All the mixes we can do.
Thank you. I'm Tarek Fiume of Movies with Tarek.
Hello, I'm Michael Cockrell of Mind Frames, and that's it. Well, we wanted a third That's it. We wanted a third person to come up with this, but they denied us, so we don't have a true ensemble. We're just a duo right now. But that's okay. We're probably not David. Three's a crowd, right, and an ensemble.
You could think of this like Penn and Teller. However, it's two Penns, one Teller.
Yeah. So an ensemble. What is it? Have any of you seen Breaking Bad? Well, I know you all have. An ensemble is like you put the chemicals together, you shake them up. Maybe it will blow up. Maybe it will become something beautiful and addictive. And when a great cast comes together, it's not just chemistry, it's like alchemy. It's magical. And we have several examples of that tonight.
And the nominees for Best Ensemble. I'm getting excited. Black Bag, Carmen Cuba. It Was Just an Accident, Jafar Panahi. Marty Supreme, Jennifer Venditti. One Battle After Another, Cassandra Kulakunda. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. And then Sinners, Francine Maisler, who will be the winner of the many fine ensembles. And I wonder now if this is like a shaken not stirred scenario. But let's figure that out.
All right.
The winner goes to Sinners, Francine Maisler. Thank you.
All righty. To present the award for breakout performer, April Klein.
Thank you. Hi. I felt it fitting that I present this award as this is my first year at Chicago Indie Critics, so I'm somewhat of a breakout performer of myself. I don't mean to flatter myself. But no, this award goes out to those who will be the future of our industry, some actors and a dog who will be some of the, I think, leading our industry forward and really showing themselves this year. The nominees are Odessa Azion for Marty Supreme, Miles Gatan for Sinners, Indy the Dog for Good Boy, Chicago's own Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another, and Jacoby Jupe for Hamnet. And the Windy goes to Chicago's own, Columbia College's own, Chase Infinity. Let's give it up.
Thank you, April. Thank you, April. He said he was going to be back, and he came really. He's going to be right back up here. To present the award for Best Breakout Behind the Scenes Artist is Jim Alexander, the real talker.
I've been gone for a long time, figuratively and literally. Okay, breakout behind the scenes actor. Clint Bentley, Harris Dickinson, Scarlett Johansson, James Sweeney, who was right across the street earlier this summer, and Ava Victor, who was there also. So, and the winner of the Windy for breakout behind the scenes is the person who was behind here, Ava Victor.
If you have seen his reels, you know this man has an outstanding voice and maybe even a better singing voice. Jay Rohr to present Best Original Song. Grumble, grumble, ha, ha. Grumble, grumble, ha, ha. Get it. Hey. Thank you, Jay.
How you doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good time? All right. Oh man, in these difficult times, it's good that we're getting together to focus on a category that is typically not divisive: musical taste. And on that note, for Best Original Song, we got "Clothed by the Sun," the Testament of Ann Lee. Read everybody. That's
your choice.
I'm gonna fuck up a lot of these names, so I don't want to insult anybody by mispronouncing their stuff. So we're just gonna go with "Clothed by the Sun," the Testament of Ann Lee. Golden, K-pop Demon Hunters. Highest to Lowest, Highest to Lowest. I Lied to You, Sinners. And Pale, Pale Moon, Sinners. And the Windy for Best Original Song goes to I Lied to You, Sinners. That seems to be it, so...
Thank you, Jay. To present the award for Best Original Song, he's going to slink, or Best Original Score, he's going to slink up here one more time. Peter, come on down.
Not. James Cameron rejected that.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
If you could indulge me a little, I'm going to just talk about like when I came here. I put on my suit, walked around, walked into the city for, I don't know, a couple miles, walked past like a street that I love and went to a place that I love with people I love, and now we're here at this beautiful place, you know?
Is
So that is, for those who are local, that's also, if the pure Michigan soundtrack can make my life sound like a treatise on the American dream, what about, can you imagine the power of these 5 scores and what they would do for their films? So
we're picking the new slogan for this year.
that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Wow,
So,
the winner's gonna be great.
oh, they're really excited for that job. So the nominees for Best Original Score are Frankenstein, Alexandre Desplat, Hamnet by Max Richter, Marty Supreme by Daniel Lopatin, One Battle After Another, Johnny Greenwood, and Sinners by Ludwig Göransson. And the Windy goes to Sinners, Ludwig Göransson. Yeah, very good.
Well done. All right. To present 2 categories in a row for the screenplay categories of original screenplay and adapted screenplay from Kev Flicks and film obsessive Kevin Wozniak before he boards a plane to Park City. Newlywed. Hey, you're the only man in this room who probably had his name on the marquee across the street this year. Am I right? See, there we go.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's fun. That was fun. All right, so I'm going to do both screenplay categories. I'll start off with adapted screenplay. So for this category, it's kind of great. All these 5 writers took a previous property and made it their own. Whether it was a little-seen South Korean film, a franchise that needed revitalization after 20-odd years, or an infamous novel. Here are the nominees for Best Adapted Screenplay. Begonia, Will Tracy. Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro. Hamnet, Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell. One Battle After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson. Keep an eye out for that guy. And 28 years later, Alex Garland. Stacked. All right, and the winner is Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. There we go. Now for Best Original Screenplay. So the best part about this category is that all these stories started with a blank page. All these writers started with just an idea, and they created characters like a ping pong player who was destined for greatness, or they made settings like a juke joint in 1930s Louisiana, and then they set up their plots like a school of elementary kids disappearing into the night all at once. So here are the nominees for Best Original Screenplay. If you couldn't figure out 3 of them, you might not have seen the movies. Eddington, Ari Aster. Marty Supreme, Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie. Sinners, Ryan Coogler. Sorry Baby, Eva Victor. And Weapons, Zach Kreger. I know, stacked. Another one. And the winner is Sinners, Ryan Coogler.
Presenting our next 2 categories of 2 in a row, we have costume design and makeup. Welcome back to the stage from movies by Tark and Naperville, Positively Naperville. Did I say it right? Positively Naperville or Naperville? Which one is it? Okay, it's Tark Viomi right here.
All right, we're doing makeup and costume design.
Any order you want.
I am back, and now I'll do the first category as makeup because I had just returned from UK, saw a bunch of productions, but a lot of the cinema was still with me as I was getting more of my mind in tune and whatnot. And I feel like makeup was just right because theatricals are still with me, even though I'm not in UK anymore. I'm back in Chicago, but let's just talk about makeup while we can. So, all right, for makeup, Frankenstein, Mike Hill, Jordan Samuel, and Cleona Fury. Sinners, Mike Fontaine, Ken Diaz, and Shanika Terry. The Smashing Machine, Kazuhiro, Felix Fox, and Mia Neal. And then 28 years later, Flora Moody and John Nolan. And then Weapons, Leo Satkovich, Melissa Wheat, and Jason Collins. And the winner for Best Makeup goes to... The winner goes to Frankenstein by Mike Hill, Jordan Samuel, and Cleona Fury. And really quick, we have received a positive feedback from Mike Hill. He wants to say that he says that, wow, this recognition was completely unexpected and deeply exciting. Frankenstein has been a dream project for us that comes only once in a lifetime, and being acknowledged by the Chicago Film Awards is truly an award. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And we are and now to continue is with best costume design. I still feel like I'm in theatricals right now, but let's just do this. This is theatricals, not on stage. I feel like I'm on stage, but this is with cinema. So let's talk. But I don't have makeup. That's okay. It's fine. Yes. All right. This one is best costume design. The Fantastic Four: First Steps, Alexandra Byrne. Frankenstein, Kate Howley. Hedda, Lindsay Pugh. Sinners, Ruthie Carter. And Wicked for Good, Paul Tazewell. And the winner goes to Frankenstein, Kate Howley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. Thank you.
All right. Giving out his third and final award tonight, the Real Talker Jim Alexander for Best Visual Effects. You got the cool stuff, is right.
This is the badass stuff we watch movies for, the best visual effects. All right, we're going to give the due to these people who were behind these awesome visual effects. Avatar, Fire and Ash, Joe Letteri, Richard Bainham, Eric Sandin, and Daniel Barrett. F1, Ryan Tudhope, Keith Alfred Dawson, Nicholas Chevalier, and Robert Harrington. Frankenstein, Dennis Berardi. Sinners, Michael Ralla, Espen Nardal, Guido Walter, and Donnie Dean. And Superman, Stefan Soretti, Enrico Dam, Stefan Nas, two Stefanes in one movie, and Guy Williams. So this is an exciting one. The best visual effect, Windy, goes to Avatar, Fire and Ash, Joe Letteri, Richard Bainham, Eric Sandin, Daniel Barrett. And we have some quotes here. Dear Chicago Indie Critics, thank you so much for this tremendous honor. We are deeply grateful to the Chicago Indie Critics for recognizing Avatar, Fire and Ash with the 2025 Windy Award for Best Visual Effects. It means a great deal to have the work acknowledged by such a thoughtful and a diverse group of critics. It's nice. Especially one that values both artistry, ambition, and meaningful representation on screen, which is what our core base here is. The quote highlighting the best believability of the CGI characters and their interaction with the live-action performances is particularly meaningful, as the authenticity was at the heart of what our entire team set out to achieve. The award is a reflection of the extraordinary collaboration between artists, technologists, performers, and filmmakers. And we are proud to share it with everyone who contributed to creativity and dedication of this film. Thank you again for your support of visual storytelling and for championing excellence in film. We are truly honored. With sincere appreciation, Joe Letteri, Eric Sandin, and Daniel Barrett. Very nice. Well deserved. Yeah, that's right.
To present the award for Best Editing, I promise we won't edit them out of the show, for the Mind Frames podcast, Michael Cockrell. Keep this in. Keep this in. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Don't edit me out. I forgot to say this during the ensemble one, but thank you for having me. It's my first year. Don't edit me out. And given that it's my first year here, I was shocked that this category was still available when it became open to me because films are made in the editing room. They are. That is where the magic of that blue meth that we talked about earlier gets the interpretation is implemented into what you actually see on the screen, assuming there are no test audiences that change that later. But ideally, that you are getting the original intention plus what came out of the filming process. It's coming back to life there. So I was shocked this category was still available. It's like Ab's Kitchen, movies, editing box, or in today's world, the Zoom huddle, where you share the screen and look at it. So the nominees for Best Editing, I don't think I sold it, but, you know, it's true. The nominees, if you don't believe me, go on YouTube and watch the re-edit of a North Korean band playing Killing in the Name of. Then you'll know that everything is editing. F1, Stephen Mirione. Marty Supreme, Ronald Braunstein, and Josh Safdie. One Battle After Another, Andy Urenson. Sinners, Michael P. Shawver. And Weapons, Joe Murphy. These great editors. Let's see who won. He goes to Sinners, Michael P. Shawver.
All right. For Fun Stuff Part 2, I promise he's going to break a chair over my back because he's a school teacher and we're both tough. Victor Aragon, come on down. Okay? Pick the sun one that we saw the leg off of, okay? Don't hit me with the hard metal one, all right? Okay. There's heavy chairs. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, break the place.
And that's the last time we're invited to the Blue Bayou. I was actually thinking of tripping and falling out the window, but I would, yeah. For not for me, maybe. The category for best stunts today. Let's go. Ballerina, Jackson Spidell and Stephen Dunleavy. F1, Gary Powell and Luciano Bacchetta. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, Wade Eastwood. And One Battle After Another, Brian Matchlet. And Superman, Wayne Dalglish. Hope I said that right. And the Windy goes to Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, Wade Eastwood.
To present Best Production Design, he's a production and he's designed. It's Peter Spadali from B Movie C Movie.
You're welcome. All right. It's like the Jetsons, but like in New York City.
You read every critics review of that movie?
Yes. Yeah. This is like the director, what the director's doing. If he I need like a medieval British tiny lecture hall where I could put a dead carcass in the middle of it. I need a giant barn that is small enough to have like hookup rooms, but like big enough to have people twerk in. The like a big giant wedding, Crazy Rich Asians type wedding, like do that, but like Oz. And most importantly, Bone Temple. That's what I need, is a Bone Temple. These are if I heard this in life, I'd be having voices in my head and I'd be put in an insane asylum. But when you're a production designer, this is just part of your day-to-day job, and you're what makes these movies special. So the nominees for Best Production Design are Fantastic Four: First Steps, Kazra Farhani and Jilly Aziz; Frankenstein, Tamara Deverell; Sinners, Hannah Beechler and Monique Champagne; 28 Years Later, Carson McCole and Gareth Pugh; and Wicked for Good, Nathan Crowley and Lee Sandalis. And the Windy goes to Frankenstein, Tamara Deverell. She's got something great to say. It is a profound honor to accept the 2025 Indie Award for Best Production Design for Frankenstein on behalf of myself and our entire creative team. This film was built by many hands, together with my design department and the extraordinary artisans, painters, sculptors, carpenters, set dressers, greensmen, welders, and prop builders. We worked to bring to life Guillermo del Toro's vision of something operatic, hand-hewn, and richly layered. To have critics and audiences recognize the artistry of Frankenstein is deeply meaningful. It affirms our shared belief that cinema, made by humans for humans, with care and intention, will continue to endure. Thank you for your support and for choosing us among such an inspiring group of nominees. I'm truly grateful to stand alongside so many talented filmmakers. That was Tamara Deverell, the production designer.
Thank you, sir. To present the award for Best Cinematography, and we're going to get in the right camera spot to do it, is the Cinema Jaw team of Matt and Rye.
All right. Just want to thank James, first off, for not presenting an award in front of us this time. Thank you. The nominees for Best Cinematography are...
Well, wait, I want to say, hey, it occurs to me, Best Cinematography, we should thank Mike Crowley for filming all this. And in a world of AI and post-truth, this award, I mean, it's where the light passes through the glass, and maybe that's where the magic happens. I don't know, but these guys might. So the nominees are, for F1, Claudio Miranda; for Frankenstein, Dan Lodstein. One Battle After Another, Michael Bowman. And Sinners, Autumn Durald Arkapaw. Train Dreams, Adolfo Veloso. And the Windy goes to...
Sinners wins this one again. Autumn, well done.
Sweeping the Windies. Autumn Durald Arkapaw for Sinners.
Thank you. All right, the meat and potatoes we got here. To present the awards for Best Actor and Best Actress, our movies and shakers, our faces that run the place, Al and Linda Lerner.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I'd like to. She's taking a picture. While you're taking a picture of everybody, I'd like to take a moment to thank all our YouTube viewers watching this live all over the world. I have one question for you. What the hell happened to your life? Here you are, stuck watching this. Thanks. We love you. Yes, we will.
We're going to make it entertaining.
We also have to say that we are not originally supposed to do this. We are standing and we are the poor substitutes for Jeff York.
I bet he's watching.
Well, he's the aforementioned what I just said. Yes, Jeff, if Jeff were here doing this, you would have had a 10-minute soliloquy quoting every line that each of these actors... Anyway.
He's amazing. He knows them all.
All right, what do you want to do first, actor or actress? What do you want to do first? Let's do actor. Okay. Here are your nominees for Best Actor.
Yes, Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme.
Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another.
Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon.
Michael B. Jordan for some movie, I don't know why, should get some recognition tonight, don't you think? For Sinners. And?
Jesse Plemons, Begonia.
All right, give him the winner.
Oh, I got to open it?
Yes.
Okay. No comments?
No, he was unavailable.
Michael B. Jordan, Sinners.
Surprise. I know all the people watching on YouTube said, who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Not that one.
Next.
Best Actress, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet.
Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
And Amanda Seyfried, that's how she likes her name said. Her sister says it differently. The Testament of Anne Lee.
Emma Stone for Begonia.
Ava Victor, Sorry Baby.
All right. And the Windy for Best Actress goes to Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. All right, thank you all very much. Next year, you get Jeff York.
Thank you, Alan Linda. It's for you, Jeff. Presenting the award for Best Director, back to the stage is Tarek Fayumi.
Well, I am back up here, but this time I am much extra prepared because when I looked on the envelope, I realized that with Paul Thomas Anderson nominated, I didn't come prepared because I don't have the bathrobe on and I don't know the password. Oh well, Paul can forgive me later because I do have that on 4K now. So here's the nominees for Best Director. All right. Yes, for sure. These are the nominees for Best Director. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Ryan Coogler, Sinners. Guillermo del Toro, Frankenstein. And Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident. And then Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. And let's see. Ryan Coogler, Sinners. I am forgiven. I am forgiven.
Just 2 awards to go, folks, and they are our equivalent of Best Picture. We follow, being the Chicago Indie Critics, we tend to split our awards, much like Spirit Independent does, where we do an indie category and a studio category. That's for you first-timers at home who've never watched us before, because, again, what are you doing on your Thursday night? So, to present Best Studio Film, the team for the Neon Movie Bunker, Ella Ray Stanek and John Robinson.
So here we are, looking down the barrel of the best studio film. Our nominees are Hamnet, producers Liza Marshall, Piper Harris, Nicholas Gonda, Sam Mendes, and Steven Spielberg.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, you might have. Marty Supreme, producers Eli Bush, Ronald Bronstein, Josh Safdie, Anthony Katagas, and Timothy Chalamet. Hear of him?
It's ringing a bell.
Okay.
Faint.
One Battle After Another, producers Adam Sumner, Sarah Murphy, and Paul Thomas Anderson.
I loved his Resident Evil stuff.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Just move on.
Okay, yeah. Sinners, producers Zinzi Kugler, Sev Ohanian, and Ryan Kugler.
His name's come up before tonight.
Once or twice. And 28 years later, producers Andrew McDonald, Peter Rice, Bernie Ballou, Danny Boyle, and Alex Garland.
And the Windy goes to what? Sinners. Producers Zinzi Kugler, Sev Ohanian, and Ryan Kugler.
Woohoo!
Thank you. For those of you playing at home, that's the magic 10 for Sinners tonight. It's not winning this one, though. So, being Chicago Indie Critics, like I said, indie film is where we lead. Indie film is where we put our flag in. What's what we appreciate the most. So, not to say that Sinners didn't win Best Picture-ish, but this one right here. For Best Independent Film this year at the 2025 Windy Awards, our nominees are If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Producers Sarah Murphy, Ryan Zacharias, Ronald Bronstein, Josh Safdie, Eli Bush, Connor Hannon, and Richie Doyle. It Was Just an Accident. Jahar Panahi, gotcha, thank you very much. Felipe Martin. The Life of Chuck, where's Kitty Glidewell? That's right. We made it, The Life of Chuck, producers Trevor Macy and Mike Flanagan. Sorry Baby, producers Adele Romansky, Mark Schirik, and Barry Jenkins. Train Dreams, producers Marissa McMahon, Teddy Schwarzman, Will Janowitz, Ashley Schlafer, and Michael Heimler. For those of you who voted and paid attention this weekend, we did have a tie in this category. So it's narrowed down to 2. And to say it for the crowd at home, it was narrowed down to It Was Just an Accident and Train Dreams. From your tiebreaker vote. And normally we don't break ties around here, but our directors pushed me in the right direction here. So this year's Best Independent Film from the Windy Awards is Train Dreams. Producers Marissa McMahon, Teddy Schwarzman, Will Janowitz, Ashley Schlafer, and Michael Heimler. Folks, you made it. Thank you so much once again for coming out tonight. Thank you to our nominees who came in-house from our Impact Award. You are a blessing to our city. Keep doing what you do. I know you didn't win tonight. Darn that Michael Phillips, who Irish goodbye out the door. But come back next year, do some good work, and we'll find you again. Just ask Jill Wheeler. She's been nominated like 4 times. In the meantime, thank you so much tonight. Mike Crowley one more time. Thanks for running the board and the video. Adios, YouTube. Take care.